Exercising during pregnancy can not only be great for your health, but it can also help you prepare for an easier, less painful birth. Today, we're joined by POPSUGAR fitness expert Anna Renderer, who's backstage with our team of expecting moms, Nicole and Aubrey. Everyone can see we have 3 expectant moms. But staying fit and healthy is so important during pregnancy. So congrats to all of you.
Thank you.
And Anna, how far along are you?
30 weeks.
So Anna, you're gonna take us through some exercises. I do wanna just, as I always do, check with your OB-GYN if you're pregnant to make sure what is appropriate for you in your situation. But Anna, take it away and walk us through the first exercise.
Absolutely. We're gonna start with a move that's for the full body, coming down to the floor. And this is such a great move because a lot of our backside muscles really need to be strong during pregnancy. So the bird dog is an exercise that we do to work the whole backside of the body. So we're squeezing the glute, we're raising the arm, and we're giving a little flexion there, and then we will just switch sides. So we usually do about 10 repetitions on each side, working the whole backside of the body, the glutes, and these are such important stability muscles during pregnancy. This is one of my favorites. All mamas should be doing that from start to finish.
Anna, I love that you're working their core because that's going to really speed up the bounce back of those abdominal muscles after delivery too.
Absolutely, and not only that too, that move is so good to prevent that overarching in the back. I mean, you get it naturally with the weight in front, but it's so important for all of that. So this second one you'll love because it's so simple. You can do it in line at the grocery store, but it's just an active hip flexor release. So we're in a split lunge here. We're not too low. This back leg is straight. And what we're gonna do is just squeeze the glute for a count of 3. So we're flexing our glute. You can't even see that we're working. And then you relax it. And what you're doing is you're flexing the glute, which is that antagonistic muscle to all of these front hip flexors and quad muscles. And this really releases the tension on the low back, believe it or not. And then you just come up, you do about 10 on one side, you'd switch, and you just complete it on the other side. So this, ladies, doesn't that feel good? Yeah. It feels so good, and you don't even see that we're working hard, but mamas, you'll love that one.
And Anna, I would just add that if someone didn't have quite as good a balance as you, maybe having a little something just in case.
There, yeah.
We don't want anyone falling.
You gotta keep the core strong too. So when you're in that position, it's so important to give the baby a hug with those core muscles. It's not unhealthy to do that, and it's not harmful. It really keeps the body engaged, so it's really important.
So Anna, one last thing. I know a lot of women are really concerned about pain during labor. Do you have any exercises to help with that?
One of my favorites I wanted to share with you guys today is the deep squat. And this is hard to master, but it's one of those exercises that's really gonna open up the pelvic floor muscles, the groin, and get the legs strong for labor so that you can feel really confident going into that situation. So what you'll wanna do here for the deep squat, and you can practice this against a wall if you have one, or with a partner holding onto their hands. I'll show you how to do it with just you if you don't have a partner. Your feet are wider than hip width apart, shoulder width apart or more, toes pointed out. And what I want you to do is just kind of sit the hips back, bend the knees into a squat, and you're almost gonna get yourself to the floor where you're touching, and then if you can, dropping your hips so that your back is nice and straight and you've got yourself in a deep squat. Now these ladies are talented. This is really hard to do.
Nicole and Aubrey, I am
nicely
impressed.
done.
Yeah.
That looks like that could induce labor. I mean, that move, but I mean, this makes sense that if you really strengthen all those pelvic muscles, you did these squats, that actually going through the labor process could be much more pleasant.
Well, as someone who's been pregnant a couple times, I can say that these are actually pretty advanced moves. So definitely gauge your own level of fitness before your pregnancy, before you embark on this, and run it by your OB.
How are you guys just holding that squat with
That is not easy.
the extra?
Usually you want to hold it for about a minute or 2 if you can, unless you're hyper flexible. You don't want to do this too often if you're hyper flexible. But to get out of this position, I usually recommend that women bring their hands to the floor, bring their hips up first, and then roll up to the top, just so there's no strain on the back and you can easily get out of that position, because it is a deep squatting position, right?